just one seed. Yes, sir. Greetings. My name is Darlene from Darlene's Garden Channel. Today, I decided to plant my seeds for the Single Seed Challenge. This challenge was put out by Scott Head from Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. I had to stop and think for a minute what his channel name was called. He started this challenge 3 years ago. So this is the third year he's put out this challenge. The challenge is to take one seed and plant one seed. Not two seeds, not a bunch of seeds, one seed in a container. I've got my container here with potting soil in it, starting mix. And it can be a vegetable or it can be a flower. And since I couldn't decide on a vegetable or a flower, I'm going to do one of each. So the idea is to plant the one seed and hope that it germinates. If it comes up, baby it, follow it all the way through the end of its life. So it needs to be an annual, because a perennial technically would go on year after year. So an annual. Last year I tried the challenge with a couple of different times and I was not successful any of my tries. So let's hope that this year I'm a little more successful. I didn't want to plant seeds that I've already got plenty of things started. And the things that I am going to plant, I will plant in additional pots more than my one. But in the pots that I'm going to plant today, there will be one seed, one vegetable, and one flower. So let me show you what my one vegetable is going to be. And I think I'm fairly safe in starting this now. My last frost date is anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks away, depending on which frost date you look at. Because when I look up my last frost date, it doesn't show me my specific town. It shows me a town 10 miles on one side of me or 20 miles on the other side of me. And neither one of those dates is exactly accurate for what happens here. So I'm going to be fairly safe, I think. For my vegetable, I'm going to sow one seed of a yellow scallop squash. So let me open this up and get you started on watching me. These particular ones came from Baker Creek, which on the internet is rareseeds.com. Okay. I'll pour several out in my hand and pick one. Okay, this looks to be the best. Let me put the rest of them, let me set this down and put the rest of them back in the little sack. Okay. Here's my one squash seed. And I'm going to put it down in the dirt. There we go, and cover him up. Bless you, little seed. May you grow and be plentiful. There is my one seed, one yellow squash seed. For my flower, I'm going to plant something that I've never ever tried before. I've never seen anyone else with it. Well, I've seen it on YouTube, people with it. Hopefully it grows here. They sold it at the store here, so I'm hopeful that it will grow here. It's called a passion flower. And it's a vining flower. It will grow up a trellis. And I have no idea how big or small these seeds are. So I will open this up. And look, oh, they're not too bad. Okay, I pulled out one seed. Can you see it? There we go. Okay, and I'll take this other pot. And this one won't get planted as deep because the seed is considerably smaller. I'll just put it in there and just gently put dirt over the top. My soil is already damp because I dampened it. I made sure that it was wet before I planted the seeds. So these should be good. I'm going to put them in this little container. And I will water from the bottom. I don't have any water in my growing room right at the moment, so you obviously know what water looks like. I'm going to spray the top here too, just to give that a little extra moisture. And then I will put about 1/4 of an inch of water in the bottom, and that will soak up in the pots to help keep it moist. And I'll check on it every day. And I will make an update video when I see that it has sprouted. The hashtag for this challenge is Single Seed Challenge 2022. So every video that I make about these single seeds will have that hashtag, so you can follow along with me and the many other people that are doing the Single Seed Challenge this year. This challenge has grown every year. Wish me luck. I will say a blessing over my little plants, and I hope that they grow. It always seems a little scary when all you put in the pot is one seed. Will it germinate? It may not. If it doesn't, I'll try again, either with the same plant or with something different. Let's hope that I get something this year that's successful. Last year I tried a carrot and a watermelon, and neither one of them worked for me. Well, they all germinated, but then they didn't. They died before they got to where they were ready to harvest or anything. So I'll baby them a little more this year than I did last year, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I have my water in there, and I used another container that I have that kind of fits fairly tightly over the top of this. It'll get a little bit of air in there, but I'll push it down so that the idea is for having it create kind of a moisture dome on top there. I'll have that on there for a couple of days. Once I think it started germinating, I'll take that off so that the plant can have air and light. I I'm not going to start up my heat mat just for 2 plants. So it will have to fend for itself as far as that is concerned. It maintains a relatively fine temperature in here around 70. So we should be good. And I may trade this out for some saran wrap or something that I can see through a little better, but that will do for right now. And yes, I forgot to put my labels in. And now I'm not sure which one is which. So I will have to wait until they germinate. Then I will be able to tell, because the leaves, after they get their first real leaves, will be different from each other. I know what a squash leaf looks like. So be it. I don't remember everything when I'm gardening. So until my next video, whether it be a single seed challenge update or whether it just be a plain old video, may the good Lord richly bless you. If you're starting the single seed challenge, may your seeds grow as well as mine. And may you always seek the truth. Darlene, out.